America is not a racist country, but there sure are some racists here. And you know who the real racists are? Black people. And you know what? I've been saying it for 35 years. The worst racists in this country are the black people. They're the worst racists against themselves, and they're the worst racists against white people who have been trying to amend the racist situations that they claim their forefathers created, which they didn't. They didn't create the slavery. If they participated those generations, then that is just the history we came from. But the people today, the white liberals, who are going along with belittling someone like Tim Scott, who is speaking right there as a black man who knows what he is seeing in front of his face from the opportunities he's been able to take advantage of in this country, which he knows his ancestors helped develop it this way for his sake and his future generation's sake. That takes it from being how you doing, baby? From being a racist country to a country with so much opportunity to be so many different things. Thank goodness the opportunity to overcome racism was a part of this country. You know, you all have been calling people like him, and you've been calling people like me names for a long, long time. You know, that's strangely some interim generation has come in since the days of the black-owned wealth and generational wealth, things that were happening in the late 1800s to the end of slavery, to the beginning of the 40s, when the issues that these current I'm not sure whether they're even millennial or if they're older, represented by the Don Lemons and the Joy Reids and the Stacey Abrams and the Black Lives Matter founders and just any of that group in there that seems to have come in, pulling up this narrative, using the things that true. My mother, still alive, knows of racist actions taken against her. I mean, brutal things that are memories on her mind she cannot let go of. And that is racism that occurred to people straight up in their face that they had no defense of. Anyone since pretty much my parents' generation who fought that off for our sake has not seen racism in America in any systematic or systemic, any foundational or other way, shape or form, since my parents and their former generation fought so that it could not be such. So America is a racist country, and that systematic or systemic racism exists here, institutionally, foundationally, is a lie. And that is just a plain up period at the end of that. Don Lemon, Joy Behar, white liberals out here pushing to keep on telling black people we can't accomplish anything in this country. And then there's gonna be the senator stand right there in their face and tell them, yes, you can, because we even had a black president twice elected, and you're gonna keep on saying this kind of stuff to whom? Now, the millennials? Because you just got to keep pushing it to somebody you want to hear it, right? And the only people left now is you just keep pushing it to younger and younger. So you're gonna make it school indoctrination in critical race theory, and you're gonna push it down to toddlers. What interest do you have in keeping people demoralized and feeling and carrying on a water and carrying on a grudge instead of looking at what opportunities do very much so exist in front of their face in the country that's not? So who are the racists? I say it's every single one of them who I've just named who wants to continue and keep this narrative going that America is a racist country and that we have systemic and systematic racism here. They are the racists. Thank you, Senator Tim Scott. Thank you for every time you've never had to stay strong on your word, too. And here I am to throw in my pitch then in support of what you have done and said for the many like me who have started, like I said, 35 years ago. 3% only believed in ourselves back then. They say 13% of us do now, and that's represented by the mindsets of people like Senator Tim Scott, myself, and many others like me in the organizations I'm affiliated with, and people like myself. That is where I intend to see America and minority America go. Because we have an opportunity here in this country, and we can lead the world as we once did. But right now we don't, and we look really shabby. And if it starts with minorities is who I need to work with, then minorities is who I shall start with. So I can get at least an increase in the percentage. Thank God, from 3 to 13%, quadruple in the time frame I've been fighting. Let's go for quadrupling that 13% then. And let's get those numbers up above 50% then, where we need them to be, people who believe that we can do things in this country because our race is not what is stopping us from doing it. And that if Black lives matter, then they should matter to ourselves more than anybody else first. And we should do something instead of accept that we can't do anything without the government or apologetic liberals or big tech, TV, social media, Hollywood telling us how to do it or telling us what's better for us. That's an old dog. He's just trying to make it. Now, I don't want to go across as sounding like I'm racist when I'm promoting the actions of Black people more than others. But I got to start within my own community. And I'm starting within my community for the benefit of them reaching out and learning that don't blame other communities. And especially current, today, modern day white people. They're not to blame for what is going on with you if you still aren't progressing in this life today with all of these opportunities, all of these availabilities, everything that is out here that you can take advantage of just as they can. But if you're gonna sit there though with envy and greed and wondering why you can't get it as fast or as quick, because they do happen to have a beneficial set of parents, and we don't, and as a community generally, Black people don't. If you're sitting out there with that on your mind, then, and that's the mindset you're living by to start your day and live your life every day, then of course you're not going to get anywhere because you're sitting there sorry for yourself. And I can't help you if you're sitting around sorry for yourself, but I will I will be talking to you and dogging you for sitting there being sorry for yourself because you're not getting anywhere then. And sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, for taking up on organizations who want you to feel sorry for yourself, especially white liberal organizations that want you to feel sorry for yourself, and buying into what they're doing, which shuts us down, like I promoted about losing Atlanta and the game and the interface all of the small businesses could have had to having that Major League Baseball game there, but they're going to bullshit you over some vote that you needed to have come back under some controls that were voted in by your legislation as they were. But at a political level, we're going to, at a presidential level, people are going to get involved and turn these things that are really hurting minority communities into their social justice issues. We are only defeating ourselves by putting up with that. I want you to start changing the television set and the news people you listen to who keep telling you that. Stop listening to Joy Behar and The View. Please turn from Don Lemon and CNN and start listening to other sources who are just giving you some details and facts and telling you a little bit more about really what should be going on at those with the people who they're so-called reporting the news on. We can change it if you want to change it, but if you don't and you want to continue letting these influences steer you to believe that America is a racist country, and it is systematic and systemic racism all run all through everything. And there's nothing you can do except for buy into these overspent on programs that aren't getting you anywhere, these trillion-dollar budgets that are getting you 1,400 one-time shot deals while you're sitting here and lost your food truck or your t-shirt side gig or whatever it was that was thriving because people had money and things were rocking at the end of 2019 under President Trump because they were rocking then, and we were all starting to get our little piece of it. As soon as you want to stop believing what they're telling you like that, you'll see you can get a lot out of this country, and you can start to get it now. Listen to me. Stop listening to them. Listen to me.